Hi there, and welcome back to your new happy place. This is actually going to be a very unique, sort of exploratory approach to zodiac readings. Um, Let me give you a short, because you're the first one, Cancer. Okay, this is in regards to the summer solstice. This is going to start. But what I'd like to do going forward is create a yellow, red, and blue um, path for each zodiac. So, like Cancer would have red, yellow, and blue. And I'd like to do this with the cycles of the moon. So that would be essentially twice a month, every 2 weeks. There'll be a new moon as well as a full moon. Instead of going by the months, which are, man's measurement, I'd like to go with the moon itself as far as its big transitions. So basically, over time, I'd like to create a reading path to where you can actually backtrack and check my gangster and see how good I was at predicting um, and advising as far as what the next possibilities were for you. So it's kind of a weights and measures for me, as well as fun. Because then I get to be invested in the story as it progresses. I think it's a win-win for all of us, and I'm going to find a way to, write that down and describe it better. But again, you are the flagship per se, so this is going to be your summer solstice reading, as well as the full moon in Capricorn. They just happen to be like the same day. It might be, whoops, excuse me. It might be one day in between. So yeah, we have again, welcome back to your new happy place. Thanks for the likes, subscribes, shares, the learning curve coming with, very much appreciated. So we have, without further ado, the yellow pile, and I haven't seen any of these, the red pile, and the blue pile, and I will not be numbering any of these piles going forward. So you will probably see, and I hope it to be, but I'm going to let the universe sort of just put these out of my hand wherever they go. Now, for right now, obviously, we're lined up this way, so these cards go with this, and I will, keep it together. But just going forward, my plan is to make this more of an unconscious, subconscious, chakra, psychological, like all of your bits and pieces can be invested in choosing the next step on your path. All the places you will go, as Dr. Seuss would say. So yeah, there's your choices. I'll see you at your reading. Thanks, Cancer. Hello there, beautiful moon baby Cancers. This is going to be your path start here point. If you chose the yellow, I'm not even sure if it's glue or paint, but I have to pick up some yellow, red, and blue things, but we have these to work with. So, and I love the idea of this because it's the beginning of a creation. It's a wonderful start. Potential. A little baby jar of potential. I don't know if you can see the glitter in there, but it's pretty. Okay, so that's going to be your pile. Let's see. Can you guys see that? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Let's see what your summer solstice and the full moon in Capricorn look like. So I haven't seen any of your cards. I'm loving the idea of this. So we're going in surprise and delight, right? So the vision I had with this was very much like, the summer solstice is where the sun is at its highest point that it'll be at all year, right? So basically we're at the top of the Wheel of Fortune, right? So we can make like a glorious, graceful dive. Hi, kitty. This is North Star. If you haven't met her, she's our mascot, little slash confirmer. We love her. Where was I going? So yeah, we're at the top of the wheel. We're at that very highest point. And again, the next, the way that we come off of this diving board, okay? The way that we make this leap, it can be a graceful, beautiful, prepared dive, or it can be a, continuous bouncing on the board and, aware that a tornado is coming. You can feel the wind blowing. There's 6 other people, in line waiting on you, jumping as well. And it's all in your hands, and then you just fall off. Not as much fun of a process, right? So I want to help you guys as much as possible via the universal messages. I'm just an interpreter, dot connector, translator for all that is to the best of my ability, which I take very highly. So again, my goal here is to create a starting point for to cultivate a path. For all of us, that it's a little bit more personalized and a little bit more fun. So, okay, let me get into your reading. We have manas. Awesome. We have manas, which means humanity. All right, Cancer, you guys are starting out with humanity right off the top. Okay? Humanity. All right. Actually, do we want your color over here? You see it better? No. You can see it better over here. Okay, getting it together. Thank you. Don't mind the commercial. Sorry. Sorry about that. So we have, there we go. That's going to go in the blooper reel, right? We have ground down to the crystals and the moon underneath. I love this card. Nothing but potential. Very beginning, crystals growing out from underneath the moon underground. Blooming. Oh, wow. Look at that same progression upward. I love this. The beginning of a journey, no doubt. You have the 7 blessings, 7 blessings of Eve, which is all about a spiritual gift. Like, sit still, your gifts are coming in. Your influence is farther reaching than you are aware of, stronger and further reaching. You are a healer. You have innate healing abilities. You have to merge. I love this. What a graceful, excuse me, let me take a sword. What a graceful starting point. Thank you. Okay, what else do we have? The path. I love this. Yay. All right, there's our ladder. There's our portal. There's our new view. Most definitely. That's it right there. I love this. I love this. This is going to be so much fun. This is going to be so much fun. And the serpent. Oh my gosh, Cancer. Would you look at that? And if I'm not mistaken, you guys just had the, what am I trying to say? The eternal child for your June. You're being reborn, my love. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's all coming back to me now. This is beautiful. The path of the serpent in the best way. The original wisdom. All that is. Okay. Love it. Love it. All right, so I have 5 archetypes. One's going to be your starting point, your diving board, as it were. Okay? The prayer. The prayer. All right. I love this. That hand coming out of the ground, wrapped in a beautiful bubble and all that glory. Talk about reborn. Wow. Let's see. Okay. Oh, all right. This is the self, the dead end, the new beginning. Can't go that way anymore. Gotta go this way, or a different way. You know, that's what the dead end implies. Stop. Can't go that way. Talk about being reborn. All right, that's your starting point. That's why you're diving. The animal is where you're going. Into the realm of humanity. Wow. Into the garden. It's amazing. There's so many archetypal awesomenesses happening, firing off in my neurosynapses right now, Cancer. I can't even. Okay, so what do you have in your hand as a jewel? The mountain. Absolutely. You've been there. You've been in that cocoon. If you guys watched your June reading, oh my God, this is so, pardon my mouth. This is like amazing. That's your nice, warm, cozy spot that you're coming out from, or you're going into. Would you look at that? Beautiful. And I love that moon is inside, underground, with the crystals growing out of it. This path is a ladder up and a porthole in the sky. This is a door in the mountain. These are all up and out and unusual at the same time. It's almost like unpredictability is your wisdom, like predictable unpredictability. So let's see. This is why the clay in hands, the sustainer, is why. Wow, you guys are brilliant. Brilliant. You're fixing to be. If you don't know it yet, you're fixing to be brilliant. Talk about humanity. Talk about humanity. OMG. I love you guys, Cancers. You're just super, super deep in like the most beautiful, best ways. I don't know how I feel about this prayer over here. I don't feel like you guys can see it. Ooh. I know it's like a construction site around here. There we go. I'm a baby dragon. Maybe. Thank you guys. There we go. Now we can see everybody, right? Okay. Let's see. Where's this from? All right. So we've got tarot. Wow. Did you look at that on the split? Talk about being reborn. Brand new path. The 7 blessings of Eve. I almost want to read that to you guys. But essentially it says to kind of sit still a moment and let your path show itself to you, because you have innate healing abilities and the universe is blessing you, as in this prayer right here. So you, as the dead end, which again means the new beginning, going into the animal, the wildness, the possibilities of humanity, with the understanding of the mountain in hand, because of the sustainer, is like primordial beautiful being understood by you, Cancer. And I mean, I'm at a loss for words as far as how that, I need to stop saying that because I'm never at a loss for words. It's like we have Kairos here on the bottom, and this is on the bottom for all the piles, the archetype. And Kairos is like that mythic time, right? Non-linear time. And this feels so like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen the Celestine Prophecy, but it feels like, or read the book, it feels like you're definitely coming to a new understanding of your spirituality and your connection to all that is. Exactly. You're coming to a brand new understanding of prayer and the sustainer and how blessed you really are and how much influence you really have and how to best use that influence, it looks like, towards the best and highest path. Because you do have this influence. You know, you have the serpent here twice, the path, the crystal. And I think here is the energy of what you want to see sustained versus, you know, how do I say that? It feels like, you know, again, as I kept trying to explain, this dead end is not an ending, it's a new beginning. It's like the effort that you put in to saying anything is a not. You could use the same effort to use it as a whatever it is, you know, whatever you want it to be, or whatever you say it's going to be. You know, again, dead end versus new beginning. It's either an opportunity or it's a pain in the butt. And you're being asked to recognize that this is all for you. And in regards to the prayer and this blessing and the sustainer, you're definitely about to see the beauty in all of that. Wow. Just wow. All right, humanity. I'm glad I started with Cancer because you gave them a huge message. I love this for you, yellow pile. Actually, I don't even want to say Cancer. It's Cancer, almost personal. The Cancers that picked the you hue of yellow to begin this journey. And I love that. I love that. Okay. Oh, psh, absolutely. Blessings right out of the gate. We have the Ace of Wands, and this is your situation. Brand new beginning for sure. Passion, baby. That serpent is rising. And this whole aspect is all, like I said in the beginning, up and out. This hand rising because of prayer. Your spirit is alive and well. Look at that. I love that. It's an absolute situation right there. Okay. Wow. And show Cancer the yellow root as a cell. 4 swords. Okay, cool. Perspective. And growing from there. You know, that's a crystal growing out of the ground. And the sitting still while your blessings are kicking in and your innate healing ability comes to you as far as your awareness of it. You know, and again, this mountain in your hand, you don't have to climb any mountains. You just go inside of it, right? The guidance within evolves the world towards the heaven that is already here. So you're good with this. You got a brand new understanding of your path. If not now, then the beginning of it. I love this. I love this. Self-recognition. We have the 6 of Wands. The prayer, even. Recognizing. Yeah. That looks like the serpent on the path. You know, and the 6 of Wands is all about perspective. It really is. It's self-recognition. Like this fella is holding this Aya is asserting themselves, you know, above the fray, the other 5 of Wands, right? You know, and that really is the way. You know, you can see this dead end however you want. You can see this realm of the animal however you want. You know, you can see a mountain however you want, and the sustainer, you can say that however you want. So it's like this prayer here is for you to see that all of the good, all the blessing, and not even good, because I don't like the labels, but all of the experiences that you have been for you, and it is all in your hands as far as the way that you see it. And this is the beginning of a very, very beautiful, graceful jump um, into that clay of the sustainer, calling it as you go. Like, yes, yes, I love this. This is my path. I'm going. All right, how can we see this? There we go. All right. Let's see the Cancer in the past, yellow in the past, and I'll get used to saying the yellows and the whatnot. The choice of the perspective. Again, the lovers. It's something I'm not sure if it's something I wrote or something somebody else wrote, but what just occurred to me is immunity to the snake is preferable to cutting its head off. And it looks like this is choosing to see your wisdom as your friend and see your connection as for you, and seeing all of this as not a problem, that you can feel so well, or, see so well, understand so well, the humanity that you're in, but as a glorious gift that is for you, a most definite blessing. 7 of them. Very cool. Let me, you know what? I want to read that to you. We have 2 of them. I want to read this card for you. Hang on. I might actually have to pause for just a second. All right, Cancer. We got the 7 blessings of Eve, and I want to go ahead and read that to you because I feel like it's important. All right. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full, glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful, divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Exactly what I was trying to get at here. Your words and your thoughts are the only difference between these being for you or not, right? Let me put this down so I'm not talking. And there's just one little piece here as well. The spiritual power of 7 includes natural charisma and capacity to be an influential channel for higher wisdom. The presence of 7 is a sign from the universe to reconnect to the sacred. Miracle 7 blessings of Eve is a reminder that you are a sacred being and have no need to hold yourself hostage to blame, shame, guilt, anger, judgment, or fear. Acknowledge your connection to spiritual knowledge. Pray, and your prayers shall be answered. OMG, that's beautiful. Right? Okay, because we are talking about your prayer being answered. That is so gorgeous. Wow. I'm so glad I read that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I love when I get that feeling like I can't go any further unless I do something. And it turns out wonderful. It always does. I feel like shuffling. Okay, so why are we so crooked? We are so crooked. Oh my gosh. What? Okay. All right. So awareness of your choice can go either way. You can choose either side. It still is your choice. How you see things. Just one. All right, what's the surrounding environment here, Spirit, with all these blessings and this prayer being answered with your lovely sustainer self? What can we... Absolutely, that infinite awesomeness. The strength card. See all that inner being up in there with the animal? True humanity, spirit and animal. They work together. We work together, right? We work together. I love that. That's where your inner strength comes from. Cool. All right. Let's see. Where is Cancer at now? The yellow, beautiful path. Where is the yellow? Summer solstice gracefully diving from. Where are my lovelies at right now? Okay. Knight of Wands. The beginning of the path. That sacred mission filled with optimism and faith. And hand of this wand. Ready. Cool. You've become aware of the sustainer, or you're about to, or you're in that process of. But this is a wonderful starting point because it's really matching the inspiration. And I have a few pages here of downloads that I got about designing this, exploratory path again, which I think will play out really, really cool. Progressive prophecy, as well as, messages from the future, you on a consistent basis, and you can measure your own, it's like self-mastery, mastery. I love it. That's my intention anyway. Okay, so how does this Ace of Wands play out if we're in recognition and that we have this blessing in hand, or the beginning of it? I can see this blessing. We know that our prayers are in the midst of being answered, and it looks like you're pretty in, so you are aware that prayers are being answered. Gosh. You're aware that prayers are being answered. I love that. Or you will be, again. Ace of Cups. Cancer, that's beautiful. That's a fountain of abundance and blessings itself. That is the prayer. Wow, the sustainer. This is you in the future. You just began this mission. This is you in the future. The Knight of Wands to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the truth. Proof of the truth. That is prayer in hand, the invisible made visible. On your path for an absolute reason. You know you're wise. You're crystal instead of rock, right? You are divine. You are humanity, not just an animal. Wow. Talk about a blessing. You're going to be, oh my gosh, can you see that? Can you see that? Ace of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Cups? That is beautiful. Talk about prayer and being blessed. It's lovely. Lovely. All right, what's in the middle here? What's the center? What's going to bring this all into perspective? What is this dead end all about? What advice? Hold on. It's more than one. Okay, we have this one first. The Knight of Swords. Alright, and this is going to be the center. Okay, sword in hand, word in hand, prayer in hand, influence in hand, opinion in hand. Is it a dead end? Am I an animal? Do I go, climb the mountain and so hard, or do I just know that me and the mountain are one and it dissolves? Am I sustained, or do I have to do it myself? This is all coming into perspective for you. This is glorious. Wow, Cancer. There's you. And this is the cross, understanding and riding that balance in the middle. Big old star on your forehead. Prayers being answered. Understanding the riddle right in the middle. And his concrete chariot, he can go anywhere he wants. Again, inside the mountain, well taken care of. Wow. What's the hopes for Cancer? No more dead ends. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, that's more cool. The Ten of Swords. Yep. Words and influence. Cut that out. Be aware of it. You can see the horizon. That's where your eyes need to be pointed, and I want to point this out. And the Ten of Swords, this figure is turned towards the horizon. He sees the sun coming up. And this is a matter of perspective. This is a matter of perspective. Be aware of that horizon. And that is the hopes. That is most definitely the new beginning versus the dead end. It's all in your words. Your word is your wand. I think that is the message here. Your opinion is your wand. This is your fear. Queen of Cups. Trust in the sustainer to do what it does. To answer prayers. The blessings are true. If your fear is the Queen of Cups sitting there, cherishing her beautiful chalice that she knows that she has, and the Ace of Cups is how your Ace of Wands plays out in the future, it's almost like you become aware of how blessed you really are. That the sustainer, the prayers really are answered, and that this is true, and that you are far more than meets the eye. I love that. You're coming into your chariot, Cancer. Yellow pile, you are coming into your chariot. If that clarifies that. Coming into your chariot. Okay, Queen of Cups evolves to the Eight of Wands with just energy moving. And again, it's your opinion. Prayers being answered one way or the other. And definitely the goal here is with all of these blessings, and that sit still because you are further reaching than you can even contemplate. Blessed with the wisdom of Eve, the original wisdom. It's like easy with that tongue, easy with that wand. Hold that cup. Everything is just as it should be. Well taken care of. Well taken care of. Wow. Okay, what's the advice here? Wow, my finger just got super itchy. Interesting. Left hand too. That's a good thing, right? Oops, this way. Okay, so the advice is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is your path. Must definitely ground down. That pentacle that this knight is progressing forward at a clip is very well sustained. This Knight of Pentacles is very sustainer. Very sustainer. Very knowing that he's on his path because it feels right to him. It doesn't matter what it looks like to anybody else. And the way that he describes it is, if at best he can say that, I don't know why it's for me, but I know it is. I have faith. I have trust. I'm going to keep moving because it feels true. That is your advice. If it feels true, you keep moving. Again, you got this Ace of Wands, and you're being asked to step into your chariot. Your humanity moment of your path that you are most definitely meant to be on. The moon is your outcome. All right, Cancer. Now, if that's not kind of gorgeously illusory, here's your path. In between the pillars, there's the chariot riding right down the center. There is no illusion that you're not ready for, because your prayers are always answered. I hope you heard that. Confirmation. Let's see what you got on the bottom. The Empress, absolutely. What mountain? That's my mountain. All my prayers are answered. That is Eve, absolutely glorious in the fact that the sustainer is. There's never a dead end. That's a, hey, we love you, redirect, right? I love that. The prayer for sure. Where do I want to put these? Can you see that there? We're still working on. I'm trying not to like block cards the whole time too. Oh my gosh, Cancer, yellow pile. This is like so clean of a beautiful fresh start, like the beginning of a graceful dive and an upward trajectory that is a blessing of sit still because you're further reaching than you could comprehend. You are a crystal, not a rock, and just have faith. Your prayer is being answered. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, Yellow Pile. For the very first reading of the very first Choose Your Own Destiny kind of trajectory, I really like where this is going. I'm not sure where the next reading will pick up. I would like to keep a thread going um, for each pile. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to pick the outcome card or one of the archetypes to go forward for the next reading. So we're going to play that as it goes. And, this is an organic process. And I know I'm headed in a direction that's good. So we'll figure that out as we go. Please, feedback is wonderful. And if you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider doing so. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the next one, Cancer. Thank you. Peace. Hello, not second, I'm sorry. Cancer. Those that chose the red pile. This is going to be the beginning, the starting point of the places you'll go, particular path, or starting point for your summer solstice moment. So here we are, the top of the sky. Let's see where we go. Thank you for those that have liked and subscribed. Please consider doing so if you haven't. I really do appreciate the appreciation. It feels great, and I'm really glad to, at least provide some entertainment along the way. So this is your rune for this particular reading, and this is the rune of Hagalaz, which means hail. So life force, destructive, but also able to be tamed. In your control if you'd like to be, right? Not your control so much as, what is the word? Taming? Taming? Okay, let's see what we got here. Talking about your life force. Intent. Cool. See the pearl in the middle? Intent. I love this card. You're talking about what you do with your life force. I love it. The Holy Grail herself. Dvarapatra. The vessel of spirit. The fountain. The flow. All that glorious awesomeness. Wow, talk about life force. It's amazing. Beginnings. Wow. That's beautiful. Beautiful. A new moon. Brand new. I love that. How appropriate, huh? Wow, Cancer, this is going to be a wonderful red new beginning. Let's see. Oh, wow. You've got the eagle from Mystical Shaman, number 16. All about perspective. That higher truth. Wow, that's a high compliment from Spirit right there. The eagle itself. That is far more than a new beginning. That's like a whole, absolute whole new level. It's an educated beginning. Intentional, even. Okay, I love that. Wow. There's so much available life force right here. It's beautiful. All right, so I've got 5 archetypes. One's going to be the overall starting point here. The siren. Okay, beautiful. I wonder if that's in regards to your beautiful self, Cancer. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. And yourself in the situation here. The vision. I love this. I love this. You've got a vision. What a wonderful new beginning. What a wonderful place to start. Vision. The eagle for sure. I feel like this was... Hi, kitty. For those of y'all that don't know, this is North Star. She's our mascot. She rescued me from the clearance aisle and we started making videos that day. All right, Devara Patra. There's a lot of love on me. Just a lot of love. Okay. Story. The Starborn is where you're going. Your story. Wonderful. Wonderful. Glory to your story. Okay. Talk about new beginnings, new perspective. The holy grail. Holy moly. These are deep so far. Deep already. Wow. And we have the box in your hand as a tool. Your understanding. Wow, that is super. Talk about perspective. That's like being at the very top of the pyramid. New moon for sure. That spot of light on the Devara Patra. Your story. Your vision. Wow. Maybe this is really gorgeous looking too. Okay, and why? The shadow. The shadow. You know, I just heard boxes cast a shadow. Yeah, any structure casts a shadow. Okay, Cancer. Let's see. Let's see. I would say that the siren and the shadow must definitely go hand in hand. When you're, looking at summer solstice, a brand new beginning with all of this vision as yourself. This is absolute understanding. I mean, this vision has got owls on both sides, the eternal child, seed of life in their hand, and, the absolute starborn story as the self here, going into your story. And the starborn archetype is all about your story up until now and adding some love to it, adding some glory to it, adding some perspective to it with intent. You've always had vision. And your perspective is what's in your hand here as far as where your power is, what your brand new beginning can be, it looks like. Let's see, let me get the tarot. And it is about your life force. Okay. And we definitely, the shadow and the Holy Grail, they don't have much in common, right? Except for the theoretical absence of light. So let's see where we're going with this. The vision walks into the starborn. with the box, the already understood box in hand because of the shadow, because that's not tolerable. You know, your intent, again, with this pearl inside that is very shiny. You know, that's catching my eye. It's very shiny. And it's yours. And this new beginning, you know, like this portal is far brighter than the surrounding environment. I don't know why that's standing out to me so much, but I think it has something to do with this. It's like that bright spot in the center. You already understand that that's where you need to go. It's like you're cracking out of your egg. Cracking out of your egg. Like I know which box I won or which box I know what my box looks like. My intention is to get to the top of this and understand it. Okay. That's really vast. So let me go ahead and put some tear down. Whoops. I guess that's our situation. Justice just slid off the table towards me, right into my hand. All right, so that's your situation. Awesome. Move that down a little bit. Okay. Justice is a situation. Oh, the universal truth. I love that, especially in regards to the siren. You know, the vision is yours and it is the truth. You are most definitely here on an absolute heroic quest for yourself. The perspective that you are is the absolute most glorious thing that ever could have been created because you are the only one of you. There is no shadow in that. The box is the only thing that casts the shadow, if you get where I'm coming from. So, 3 of Wands. There's no shadow in this card. That's a new beginning all day. Perspective. Yes, that's my vision. Plenty of light. Okay. Wow. And the why, the foundation, experience. 9 of Wands, authenticity. You know, this is very hard-won experience. You know, I'm going to give you that. That is understanding all these wands that have come towards you. You know, and you've got them in order, and you understand what intent does, and what perspectives you hold, and which ones you are willing to release. I think that's what this is here. You know, and going forward, that wand is in your hand. It's your intent. You're in hand of your own vision, no matter what any siren says going forward. I love that. And the universe is all for it. Let's see where we're at with these cards. Yeah, the universe is all for it. I love this. Beautiful. I love this. I feel like present. Okay. This is going to be you. Beautiful red creative start, Cancer. In the red, full body covering here. Understanding that box. Ready for a new beginning. That's perspective all day. Even vision. You know, looking into your story and what part of that you want to take forward and which part is a shadow in your, you know, and it's only a shadow because you haven't poured this light all over it yet. I think perspective is definitely where you're at right here. Very good. All right. And the surrounding environment, Spirit, please. Surrounding environment. Box. The already established. The path. The Knight of Pentacles. As your surrounding environment. You know, that is rather box. But it's also the trust in the vision. You know, it's like you already understand the box. You already understand your egg. You're already ready for a new beginning. You know what portal you're walking through. It's all about your vision. And you have this box in hand because of the shadow. I think it comes back to the fact that you are in your story with this as the vision. See yourself as the divine sees you and not as you see other people see you. And I almost want to say, like, the box continues, around you, but only to the degree that you allow. Let's see. How can I explain that better, Spirit? Let's see. We see what the beautiful red paint pile is right now. Okay, in the vision. All right, looking at that starborn, knowing it's your box. There's no shadow in this card. They're owning exactly who they are, 100%. This is the Nine of Cups. Self-satisfaction. Knowing that every single one of those cups is theirs and they chose it. That's their intent. Dvarapatra, a holy grail day. Glorying in their vision. Again, no shadow. Okay? Ready for this new beginning. Ready for this new beginning. I love it. How does the justice play out? How does the situation change? From the siren to the vision. Okay? Four swords. No siren. No siren. That's that golden voice within right there. The one that's always right. The guidance within evolves the world towards a heaven that is already here. Perfect. Putting your life force in the right sword. The right words. The right, not right. The higher perspective that you have the ability to choose, whether it's the vision or if it's the shadow. Because either way, it's your story and it's your box. Right? That's kind of beautiful. All right, let's see. Cancer in the future. Whoa, that's a lot. Cancer in the future, please. Okay. The Page of Wands. Choose your own adventure. Holy Grail in hand, vision in hand. This is my story. I'm starting out. This is my intention. I've got it right here on the end of my wand. Absolutely. Good. Take your fire in hand. This is yours, Cancer. Your intention is yours. Your box is yours. Your story, your beautiful, beautiful vision, and your story is true and it is yours. And that continuous glory is yours to hold, Anytime you question whether something is for you or not. This is such a beautiful card. I'd like to read a little bit of that. Actually, let's see what the bridge is here. Okay, I just heard it's time to read it now. All right, so we have the Five of Swords in the center, which is really the bridge right there. Am I a star or am I in a box? Is it a delusion or is it a vision? Can I not see clearly or can I see better than everybody else around me? A new beginning with your own intention, your own high perspective, your own glory. Heart all over his shirt, asserting his swords. This is truly, truly your story. Truly, truly your story and your new beginning. All right, I think it's time to read that. Yeah, this is your story. All right, let me read this for you real quick. That is number 38. Gosh, I love the universe. All right. There we go. Open right to it. Okay. Guess we're supposed to read it. Number 38, Dvarapatra. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, and divine presence. Reminding your heart to receive. You're not just a box. You're a holy grail. You're a vessel. You're so much more. So much more. Okay? That's beautiful. I was just like about to sigh and be like, okay, that is gorgeous. Wow. All right, so let's see what's the shadow about? Not why, because I perfectly understand it from my perspective. But please do show us, this is a classic precipice moment for many in the collective, and in all eras, that's always that hovering place. The Empress, exactly. The spiritual blessings pouring all over the place. Okay. Recognizing how well you are. Very much blessed. Very much. Let me see this one. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening. Powerful blessing is entering your world. Prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. It's just like hold your vision, hold your beautiful story, hold your intentions high, hold your perspective as the only one that really matters. There is no siren that comes above yours. Yours is given directly to you by Spirit. Others is given to them by them. Your vision is yours. Your story is yours. Your box is yours. Your shadow, your aspect of shadow is yours to perceive with the help of all that is as one of the most beautiful times that you're going to have. And I can see that because you're coming out of an egg with a vision and eagle perspective with the Holy Grail supporting you. 10 of Cups on the lot. Okay, what is the hopes here? Because this is a fabulous start to a brand new path. A really, really brand new path. Not brand new, beautiful. Okay? Inner strength. Strength. I don't know why I said inner, but strength. Which is exactly that, red pile. All of you. You're the infinite you, the starborn you, the you with the vision, with your own box and your own idea of what's shadow and what's not and who the boss of you is. Your intentions are everything, and you can see everything you want to see with trust. You are so blessed. Wow. So blessed. Brand new beginning for sure. Mages all over the place. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. All right, this is your fear. That transition. Okay, this is the shadow. This is that. Trusting. Aww. Trusting the divine over the understood box. I understand Gloria in your story is a leap of faith, but this is all about the summer solstice, which is literally a leap of faith. At the top of that, the highest point that the sun can go. It only goes descends from here until this time next year, right? So it's like it is time for a leap. It is time for a graceful dive. Self-propelled. It is your box in your hand. It is also your holy grail. Your perspective is everything right now. Your perspective, your vision is everything right now. How does the Six of Swords play out? Please evolve rather over this cycle. The moon, beautiful. Beautiful, good. Cancer, that is your home in the best way. That is an absolute intent and perspective and understanding. And knowing that, feeling as if it's true, because it is. That's your home. I mean, inherently. When you choose to trust the unseen, you know everything that you need to know. And there's no better place to be, especially, Cancer, that is a fantastic place for you to be. What is the advice here, please? The Knight of Cups, okay. Good. Yes, Grail in hand. Grail in hand. This is my vision, my story, my new beginning, my intent. I see things the way I want to see them because I feel they're true. I don't have to explain myself. This is my box. My spirit, my connection, my opinion. I trust. I trust. Wow. A blessing on its way to you. Wow. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what's the outcome? Please, just jump out. What is the outcome for this lovely red path? The red path. The beginning of it all. Reciprocity. I love it. The Six of Pentacles. Receive. Give and receive, right? This Knight of Cups as advice is all about sharing that grail. Acknowledging that grail, walking in it, intentions to always have new beginnings and high perspective. And this is you getting it back. Reciprocity. That gift that keeps on giving. Keep that in mind because no matter how you perceive it, that is still your, intention that you're putting out. So I think you're being asked to recognize that this is a new beginning. It is your intention. Do please have the highest perspective and let it be coding you in universal truth and love because that is exactly what your story is saying here. You're in the realm of Starborn as the vision with this box you already understand in your hand because of a shadow. I love this. With a new beginning and the eagle perspective and the Holy Grail to work with, it's only up from here. I can't wait to see where this story goes, Red Pile. And we have the Hermit on the bottom, okay? Talk about coming into acknowledgement of what you're guided by and that you are guided. I love that. Talk about a Starborn story. Okay. All right, Cancer. Look at all that life force you have to play with. Brand new beginning for sure. Have faith. Trust it. Go towards your Starborn story with full intent and the highest expectations. You've got the Holy Grail here for you. Wow. Well there, Red Pile. I can't wait to see you for the next one. This is so exciting. Thank you so much. Happy full moon in Capricorn and happy summer solstice. Till the next one. Peace. Well, hello there, Blue Root. This is going to be your reading if you chose the blue glitter paint. What a wonderful start to a brand new cycle. Love it. Okay, we're going to put you up here so you can see it a little bit. All right, I wanted to say thank you for the likes and subscribes, and if you haven't done so yet, please consider doing so. It really does help the channel get out, and these messages are fun, so who wouldn't want to watch this? Thanks again. So we have for you, Blue Route, we have Blue Root or Route. How do we want to say that? We'll figure it out. We have the rune of Ansus, which is mouth. All about your word. All about your word, your thoughts. How magical the word is and how it forms everything in front of you. This is such a gorgeous rune. It's one of my favorites. How we speak things into existence even. Okay, so from the awake we have embrace. Okay. Embrace. The epsilon modulation, which is number 28 from the White Light Oracle. And this is all about committing to the process or committing to the path. It does take a commitment of moderated progress. And I will read that little bit for you because I think that's important with such a big beginning and something you're being asked to embrace. And it really does have a fantastic message. Embrace exactly your own sovereignty. The Queen of the Moon herself. Cancer, this is huge. Queen of the Moon herself. Sovereignty. Embrace your own sovereignty and the sovereignty of all. It is just going. Sovereignty of all. The rattle. The spirit shaker. Okay. The magic maker. Your rattle. Spirit caller for sure. Okay. Embrace your magic. Embrace your power to call spirit. Sovereign, no doubt. Wow, that's cool. With your word. Okay. I love this for you, Blue Root. I love this. Okay. So the first archetype here is going to be with this new beginning. The main topic is here, the kiss. That luscious and intentional life force energy. That self. So I'm going to say this self-propelled, speaking things into existence. That I have the power. I love that. Okay, so we're going to put the kiss over here. Thank you, beautiful. There we go. All right, and this is going to be the self at the beginning of this brand new path. Thanatos. Okay. Perspective of transformation. Thanatos as an archetype means death. Or the perspective of death and, what we believe. This spiderweb scenario is our beliefs, right? Okay, interesting. All right. Where are we going? The ring, the eternal. Look at all that beautiful life force wrapped around the actual universal workings of things. That's awesome. It's like Thanatos wrapped in the kiss. Okay, so Thanatos or death. goes into the ring or the eternal commitment with the forest in their hands. The magic abounds. Okay. And why? The castle. How beautiful. Talk about sovereignty. Owning your uniqueness and your special and your absolute worthiness of being exactly who you are in the moment that you're in. Now that is the kiss in action. Because of the castle. Sovereignty. It's magic in your hand. Talk about a new beginning. Wow. Okay, so let me see this epsilon. Before we... She is right here. What number is she? Oh yeah, 28. I was way off. I was like in the beginning somewhere. 28. There she is. Okay. I went right to it as soon as I got to the back of the book. All right, here we go. And thank you. Epsilon modulation. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms, rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Reaching inspired spiritual heights requires commitment to developing powerful deep roots. A mature creative offering. Wow, that's gorgeous. Okay. It's like steady. Commit to new deep roots. This forest in your hand is the archetype of, magic abounds, or you can scare the crap out of yourself in the same scenario. Is it magic or, I think this shows it here. We can have this perspective or we can have this perspective. Right? All things working together for good. It's all eternal. Every single color is represented. Everything works together. Or we can have this, Thanatos perspective, where it's all just a big old dead end, and we just live and die, and black and white, and you know what I'm saying? Especially dealing with this kiss energy that you're coming from. You want to commit to living. This is committing to life and to the magic of life and the possibilities. Possibilities of all that is the forest. Because of the castle, because you know that there's got to be more, right? There's more. There's at least there's at least a commitment worth making to see if your kiss is worth anything as far as that. And the kiss, I mean the energy of it, because the rattle is again the spirit caller. Know that you can call on spirit, right? And this is asking you to commit to a spiritual path and claim your sovereignty. Embrace your spirituality. I think the universe just told you you're magical and sovereign and get on board. Okay, cool. Let's see if the tarot says the same thing, because it sounds like a really wonderful, graceful leap off of the top of the Wheel of Fortune as the sun starts to descend towards the winter solstice and the next summer solstice. So how cool, right? Love it. Okay. I don't know if y'all seen that, but it wanted to slide out and be your situation. It wanted to be your situation. Eternal. Eternal is the word I keep getting. Eternal. Eternal sovereignty. Embrace your eternity. Again, starting out from death to embracing your eternal magic, because that's your rightful sovereign place. This is beautiful. Talk about a mature creative offering. All in. All in. Okay, what's the situation? All in. Sovereignty. And you as a Cancer blue pile here. King of Cups. Most definitely. That's owning that spiritual path. Owning that, embracing that cup on his lap. As well as his rattle, his scepter, his spirit collar. His eternal connection in his castle. You know, on his throne. That's his throne. He's very certain of that. You know, that's deep, deep roots. The deepest. The deepest. Wow. Okay, let's see where we're going with these cards. Okay. And we have the Three of Pentacles as you, as the self right now there, Blue Route. I don't know if I'm saying Blue Root or Blue Route. Oh, I don't want to drive myself nuts with that. So the Three of Pentacles as the self. Now the Three of Pentacles walking into a King of Cups situation. You know, they're very different energies. And it is definitely a modulated approach. You know, it is a process to claim your sovereignty and embrace everything you could be. Call on spirit, expect, you know, wonder as you continue on, you know, in this eternal commitment, which is gorgeous and beautiful and true, but maybe awkward in the beginning. So, okay. It is hard to hold your own scepter in amongst others that may or may not understand what you are truly embracing. And maybe, you know, and again, you know, leading by example is the goal here. So we have the King of Swords as your foundation, or the why. Your sovereignty. Your word. That's definitely answers a mature commitment. You know what your word does. And how hard, you know, how, what's the word? You know, again, Thanatos is so black and white and spiderweb and predictable almost. Whereas this kiss, it can go anywhere, right? You know, same energy used. But it's, you know, in your perspective of what you're embracing. What is the truth? Is it that just we all just live and die? Or is it that life is worth living regardless of what happens? You know, I think either way you're being told that this is in your hands. And to embrace that. The excellent modulation. I love this. Okay, shuffling. Alright. Can you show me Cancer in the past? How we came to be in this Thanatos in the ring. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermits. Alright, aware of your sovereignty, aware of your rattle. Aware of magic abounding, and that you are far more than a human. Just and that your commitment is true. Claiming your sovereignty, embracing it, embracing the fact that you call on spirit and that it does show up for you. Magic is in your hands, and it's all in your opinion of whether you're in a castle or a spider web. And I think that is that mature understanding of the fact that you hold all this intentional awesomeness in your hand. I'm sorry, not in your hand, in your mouth. The Ansus rune means mouth. You speak in these things into existence. You've become aware that you are, you're invoking awesomeness when you embrace your sovereignty. When you choose yourself, you proclaim your rarity. You are shown that it's gloriously true. To whatever degree the moment that you're in. I think that this hermit here in this situation, and for some reason I want to go back here and look at this. What did I say it was? 28. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. It's a big reading, and I want to make sure that I understand what. Go within to regenerate. Go within to regenerate rather than trying to force yourself to respond, rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues, which is thanatos, right? When you're embracing your sovereignty, you are coming from within. Everything you need to be aware of, you're aware of already. Everything you need to do, you already did it. You know what I mean? Like, there is no responding to external cues because other said that that's what you needed to do. You earn yourself from the inside out. Embrace your power from the inside out. As you connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. Exactly. Claiming your sovereignty gives you all of that power, all of that intentional power of the kiss in your hand. I love that. And Cancer, you guys are, you've got that water, intent, energy down. You really do. Okay. Let's see what the surrounding environment is for this particular group, please. This beautiful Cancer collective. The Six of Wands. Recognizing yourself as sovereign. That's his rattle right there. His intention, his kiss, his modulation, his spiritual path. I'm going within to regenerate. I'll be out whenever I'm ready. And I'm going to look good doing it, and you're all going to understand because, eventually it'll all be proven to have made sense, and it doesn't matter until then. Between now and then, I'm going to go ahead and do it because that's what I feel called to do. Sovereign in the moment that you're in is your surrounding environment. At cause. Very cool. The opportunity to proclaim your sovereignty. Okay. All right. I got a couple here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles as you in the present. Okay. Committed. Understanding that this is your castle. Whether you're enchanted by the forest or overwhelmed by it, it's yours. It's your spirit, your rattle, your sovereignty. This Knight of Pentacles is holding that pentacle. It's the very same way as this Queen of the Moon is holding her golden moon. Her ball of energy, her chi, her value, her commitments, her connection. Okay. And the King of Cups in the future plays out to be the star, which is absolutely your connection, your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation. An awareness of it. Embrace that power. It's right here. You're going to, it looks like. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and I think, with this Ansus, this mouth rune, it's like proclaim it all day, you know, uh, from to and embrace it. I think is what I'm trying to say here. Going within to regenerate, and realizing the effect that you have with this power, this intentional energy. You have to kind of pull back in order to see what it does, if that makes sense. You have to truly sit in it to see the effect that it has. Okay, so here is you in the future. You go from the Hermit, which is knowing that you have that guidance in your lantern, to the Knight of Pentacles, which is committed. And here you are. There's your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation. Your absolute connection, the truth, your sovereignty, your battle, your castle, your magic. Absolutely worth it. The truth that you are, most definitely sovereign. Sovereign. The King of Wands is going to be your center. And this is always my higher self. Highest. King of Wands. There's your goal, that's self-possessed right there, in embodiment, embracing their own effect, their own guidance, their own sovereignty to proclaim in the moment that they're in, their own intention to play with. Okay. Yes, the commitment. All right. Can you guys see these? Okay. Yeah. All right. This is fascinating. What a starting point, right? What a starting point. Okay, what is the cross here? Why the debate? Oops. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Proclaiming it, trusting it. Trusting in the magic. It's a lot easier to have a Thanatos perspective, in this, in your collective environment, maybe it may seem. But you're definitely being asked to embrace this rattle, this sovereign aspect of your magical self, and this potential being in your hands either way. It's your perspective. Go within and regenerate. Let that fire do its job. Let that magic do its trick. Let the magic do its trick. Let the star be in charge, right? I am a star. Yeah. A little cheesy moment there for you, Cancer. All right. And you're a sovereign self. Let's see. What is the hopes? What are the hopes for Cancer in this new beginning? The Emperor. Own it. Absolutely. Resolute in your sovereignty. Epsilon modulation. The long game of sovereignty. Your castle is exactly where you say it is, and it looks, it is. Your embodiment of your commitment to yourself is the long game. And the best investment you can ever make is in your own sovereignty and embracing your eternal commitment to yourself. The evolution of yourself is the long game. And why not do it sovereign? Why not do it sovereign? It's a fear. Playing in it. You got the Two of Pentacles as your fear. Manifestation. Changing. I think that's why you're being asked to embrace it. And again, it's whether you embrace it or not, you know, wouldn't you like to pull back and be the cause of effects when you come out, rather than, just be at the mercy of everybody else's saying what they think it is, and, you're just going along with that? Or commit to the one, the ring, the eternal commitment that is true. That's worthy of your commitment. And you are being handed this rattle with a magical, enchanted forest in your hand in regard to your own castle, from the universe. The universe is giving you this message. This is so interesting to me. Okay, so as far as the going with the flow part of your fear, how does that play out? I mean, how does that evolve for the blue owl? Beautiful cancers for this. That's it's moon. It's a moon, but I only need 3 cards. Give me 12, please. Just one. Just one for how 2 of Pentacles plays out. Thank you. All right. 9 of Swords. Again, your intention, your opinion of this forest in your hand, and whether this rattle works or not, whether you're sovereign or not, whether it's a castle or a shack, or whether we just live and die and, there's no magic in that, or, Spirit is so for you. So for you. And even if you had to see this up until now, as that spider web being built, that Thanatos, to support you for this moment right now, when it is time to commit to the real truth going forward and embrace your sovereignty and your actual rattle, to really live. To really live. Wow. These swords are yours. Again, whether you let the force scare you or enchant you is up to you. If you live in a Thanatos mindset or a kiss mindset, again, up to you. Embrace the magic. Embrace the magic, because either way, your thoughts are directing. And, the 9 of Swords, it seems like it's like really scary or whatever, but I mean, he's got awesome stuff on his blanket too. He's got all kinds of, this is directed thoughts. There's nothing wrong with the 9 of Swords. It's just, with the Ensus rune again, it's just, your thoughts are powerful. That's the whole point here. Are you creating a fairy tale? Are you creating a nightmare? Your perspective is everything. What you embrace is everything. What you embrace is everything. You have the power. What you embrace is everything. 4 of Cups. This is your advice. That cup could be saying anything to you, right? Trust that cup. Trust that cup. It is the magic of the forest. It is your sovereignty. It is the magic of the rattle trying to show you that it's true. And I think that, you've got blessings. You've got the star here in the future as your situation. And the Ace of Swords. You're coming into the hand of the truth. And the truth is that you are sovereign. And you're only being asked to go within to regenerate, so that you're going to allow spirit to build, just to, how do I want to say that? To show you your power and that it was worth embracing. Again, This world is so in your hands, in your perspective. Just one, please. One for the outcome. Thank you. Oh, your cheese is flying. Your perspective. The Five of Cups. You know, again, this makes me think of the long-term, deep-rooted commitment to your spiritual path. You know, is true sovereignty. You know, what else are you doing, right? And this is a shift from Thanatos to Kiss. It's not worth it to, oh my gosh, I can't think of anything else I'd rather do. Right? Right? I love that. Okay. When you're ready, you're going to turn around and you're going to embrace. You're going to embrace the power that you have. The beauty of the word and the beauty of your experience and what happens when you say glorious things about yourself and your spiritual connection and your sovereignty and your path. You're going to see these truths play out as true. And it's going to feel really good to be committed and embracing the truth. Yes. Judgment on the bottom. It's going to feel really good to be proclaiming and embracing the truth. The eternal commitment. You know, when that time of regeneration, you know, as that plays out. This is beautiful. You got messages coming in. Embrace them. Embrace them. Wow. I think, you know, right now, again, your word is your wand. You have the sword here in your absolute immediate future. You have truth coming in. And it's going to be your perspective that colors it. You know, that creates this continuous ability to change. You know, the effect of the cause. You want to embrace this as a beautiful tool. Your influence is, you know, magnanimous if you allow it to be. Spirit wants you to see the beautiful in you and call it. Proclaim it for yourself. You are sovereign. You are so sovereign. And, you know, again, the universe wants you to know that. All right, there, lovely Cancers of the blue path. Thank you so much for playing along with the very first starting point of, the ways that you will grow path that we're trying out here. I want to say thank you so much. And happy solar eclipse. Happy summer solstice. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even remember what it was called there for a second. Thank you so much. Happy summer solstice. Make that leap right into the hands of the divine. Call yourself sovereign and watch yourself be taken care of. I love this. Until the next one, Cancer. Bye. Peace.